Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the X to Skip show. Today we've got the weekly patch notes, and with me is Kojo. What's up?
I'm cool. What's up with you?
Tired as usual. And unfortunately, we don't have Tommy this time around, but he will be with us next time, so no worries there. At the current moment, he's battling illness, so we'll give him the time to recover and we'll have him again hosting as he usually does next time around. So, let's get into things. Firstly, do you have any admin you want to announce or take care of?
Nope.
Alright, the only form of admin I have is just to announce that the least exciting World Cup has officially begun. First game was Mexico versus South Africa. And as you would expect, South Africa got its ass beat.
Who
No
gives a
shock
shit?
there. Hey, it's sports. Sports gets the people together.
No, it really doesn't. Not this one.
Debatable. We'll see by the
It's
end of
literally.
it.
What do you mean? People are literally Okay, no, I don't want to get into this. Continue.
Hey, there's two sides to sports. There's before a ball is kicked and then there's after the ball is kicked.
Uh,
This tournament, before the ball has been kicked, has been relatively terrible. So the first half has been bad. Let's see what the second half will serve.
sure.
Anyway, with that said, let's get into the gaming news. And starting off with myself, I have nothing to share. They've been small little bits of news, but I haven't felt they've been big enough to necessitate talking about it. So, from my side, I don't really have anything to say. What about you?
Um, Not much. I saw this the head of Xbox now, Asha Sharma. She sent um an open letter um to the staff or whatever, but it's also made public. Apparently, she was saying that they've had their growth hasn't been great. Well, she said they've had good console sales in the past 100 days as compared to over the past year, but last year was not a great year. They're planning to cut down on some marketing, and then also they're it looks like they're planning for layoffs. So that, from what I can gather, I'm not on the internet much, or I'm not on social media as much because I hate that place. I hate social media. But from what I can gather, that's excuse me, that's what she's been talking about. So we'll see what happens with that. This is coming off of a relatively successful Xbox showcase. People really liked it. People are happy with Xbox is getting some exclusives again, so people are happy about that. So we'll see what Asha and the team does moving forward. And yeah, that's it for my news. I don't think I have anything else.
Alright. With regards to the showcase and Xbox having exclusives once again, I always stated from day one that how Xbox should have gone about their exclusive strategy is multi-platform games release it on all platforms because you're making a certain amount of money from those games. So it doesn't make sense to cut off the arm that feeds you. But uh, original IPs or new IPs, make them exclusive. So I don't know, uh, different strategies, different leadership. We'll see what this leadership brings. All right, then. Then, moving on to the next section, we've got the gaming corner. Kojo, what's up?
Literally nothing. Absolutely, it's been a quiet. It's been quiet. We won't say that when September hits, but it's been quiet. Just a bunch of remakes of beds. Um, so we've got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's now on Xbox Series and Nintendo Switch 2. 92 on Metacritic. Then we have another remake called The Seventh Guest, PC, PS5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch. June 4th, adventure game, sitting at a 70 on Metacritic. And then we have another remake, Gothic 1 remake, PC, PS5, Xbox Series. It's an RPG, June 5th, 2026. Currently sitting at a 73 on Metacritic. And yeah, that's it for the. There haven't been any releases this past week. If you listened, if people have been listening, you mentioned you would notice how I've mentioned June 5th, June 4th. Because there haven't been any releases this past week. Anyway, that's it for the releases. As for gaming corner stuff, no, it's just showcases. Nintendo had their direct. It had a few reveals in there that people are happy about.
Could you call that a direct or just a small stream?
It was a direct.
Because I was hearing that they're gonna have a direct in June 30.
It was a direct, and this was a big one. Like, they announced Kingdom Hearts 4 and then Ocarina of Time remake. So pretty big.
I'm wondering because I saw some people framing it as this was a small stream and then the direct is going to be on June 30. So I was wondering because I took it as a direct as well, but then the way other people were framing it, I was like, I'm not a Nintendo fan, so maybe other people know better.
I don't know. I watched it. It seemed like a Nintendo direct to me. After that was a Treehouse, but I didn't really pay attention to that because I was just there for the showcase. A lot of repeat games are coming on Switch 2, like DMC5 and a bunch of others, but yeah.
Better late than never.
Yeah,
I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, they also showed off, I think, the Dusk Bloods. They showed off some new stuff for that. Oh.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
Other than that,
the only thing
showcases. Cool.
Yeah, it's been a week of showcases. That's been the main thing of this week. So gaming news and gaming releases has been on the lesser side just to make way for the showcases. And they've been demos available for people to download and play if that's what people are interested in. I think the biggest demo available has been Onimusha for people to give a try, and I'm already seeing comparison videos of people saying, oh, look at Ghost of Tsushima, look at Onimusha, and I'm just like I genuinely dislike these comparison videos.
Which is why I stay off social media.
So that brings us to the halfway point. For those who are listening and enjoying the show, please drop a like, and better yet, you can even give us a follow if you're so inclined. But other than that, let's continue with the show. Next, let's move on to the content creation. Kojo, do you have any content creation related information you'd like to share?
The only thing I can think of is I just saw that H3 Ethan from H3H3, he's suing Idubbbz. So yeah, if you guys want to find out more, there are a bunch of videos on it. Moist Critical did a video on it, and I'm sure other content creators have done the same. So if you really want to know more, those resources are there. I personally couldn't care less. I saw the most like, okay, Ethan's makes no sense to me, but okay, cool, whatever. And I was just left it alone. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. I'm a grown man. So
And I have no idea who these people are. I've
yes, you
heard the
do.
names before, but no,
Yes, you do. How many times do we
nothing
have to
comes to
go over
mind.
the facts? How many times do we have to go over Ethan, bro? How many times? Every time we bring him
Hey,
up,
I
you're always
said
like,
the
no, I
name.
don't know him.
I said if you listened, Kojo, the name sounds familiar, but no face comes to mind.
And we've shown his face to you many times. That's what I'm saying. We've literally shown you his face multiple times.
Clearly, it's not memorable.
Where was I? Oh, yes, lawsuit. So being sued for Ethan is sued for defamation, sure thing. Other than that, again, I'm not on. Tommy's the T guy. I'm trying to stay away from social media, so things like, especially Twitter, I hate that place. I went on it earlier today to look at some stuff, and I just came across some racist posts, nonsense. Council was bullshit. I hate that place so much. Anyway, yeah, that's it for my content creator stuff, I guess.
Alright, on my side, let's see. There wasn't really much, but there was one thing I wanted to refer to. Not KSI. Nope, I can't remember it for the life of me. Well, couldn't have been that important. Okay, now I know what it was. It was the bricks and minifig stuff, but then that is still developing and growing. So let's see where it grows onto. But that shit is it's getting ridiculous. Like, just to give a random example of it, do you know the guy, the YouTuber who's doing it, Reckless Ben? Did you know at some point he went to Mexico?
Dude, I don't even know the actual story of what's going on, to be honest with you. So it's just going. I saw CoffeeZilla has thrown his hat in the ring and he's made a video.
Yeah, it's devolved to the stage of he said, she said type of shit. And the Reckless Ben guy has been served court papers, so now he can't anymore talk on the subject matter until the court case begins. Okay. So there are the ownerships who are having a spat amongst themselves. Then there's the reckless. I would say there are three sides to it. There's the ownership who are having a spat amongst themselves, the whole Ben and minifigs, whatever they're called. They're having their own internal shitstorm going on. Then there's the Reckless Ben saga where he's trying to represent that family, where that shit is going on. And then a new thing has developed with the residents of Utah where they are not happy about their police and their county and whatever, talking about how crooked it is. And they are trying to resolve that situation. So all of those things are going on. So hence it's just a big...
Sorry, all of this over Lego.
Yeah, kind of. Because the big idea behind it is just what are they called? Ben and minifigs or whatever? Is it Ben or something else?
Isn't it Brick?
Bricks, that's the one. Bricks and minifigs. Yes. Because of what they largely represent. Because they've been part of a Lego cornerstone in American history for the longest time, and other businesses have worked with them and trusted them, and now it's kind of like throwing shade on maybe these guys aren't as trustworthy as they've seemed all along, and maybe there's stuff that goes on behind the scenes, and it's maybe not a good idea to work with these guys if you have Legos and you want to do other stuff. Because, you know, how much Legos is a passion for certain people, and all of that different stuff. Yeah, so these guys have been a cornerstone to all of that, and now those foundations are shaking. But yeah, we'll see how this turns out. I believe the dude's court hearing is June 15 or 22 or somewhere around there, but it's this month. Oh, talking about court hearings, we also have Johnny Somali. He went to his court hearing in South Korea to find out whether he's going to get leniency or an extension on his time, and apparently this is transitioning a lot more quicker than people were expecting. So he and the prosecution team saw the new judges, and apparently that process was very quick, where the new judges heard out their statements, and then they just say that, okay, you guys are going to find out the results this month. Apparently June 20 or June 22, somewhere around there, there'll be the court case to conclude the whole procedure. Originally, it was assumed that this was going to take longer than that, but yeah, no, it's not. It's going to be much shorter than that. And then also on the other side, we've got the whole Chud the Builder stuff. Not gonna get into that because that dude doesn't deserve any attention. But there was somebody who was supporting Dud the Loser, and it was some dude who, Gideon and his kid diddling, busting stuff, where I always criticized.
Yeah.
And the white guy who he would do the content with?
Vitali. Is it Vitali?
No, that's Vitali was doing his own thing completely separate.
White guy, no. What's his name?
So basically, the white guy he was working with is a Chud the Builder sympathizer, and the whole situation about Chud, or do you know about the whole situation of Chud the Builder's bond was put at $1 million?
Yeah, I heard something along those lines.
Yeah, and then he was begging different people to try and bail him out, but most people are not interested. So this guy who works with Gideon decided to put in his own money, $100,000 of his own money, to try and help bond out, try and help get to the bond amount. Because one of the things the judge did, which was very clever with the whole bond, was it cannot come from one individual source. It has to come from multiple sources, and each source is limited to putting in $100,000. So that means this loser would have to find 10 different sources for him to hit his bond amount. So this dude came out of a woodworks as one of the people giving in $100,000. And apparently they had amassed at least $400,000 or somewhere around that. So still not enough. But yeah. So that's Gideon's partner in crime. And after that, Gideon released a statement saying that he didn't realize the guy who he works with is like that, and he's moving on. He's not going to be working with him anymore, blah, blah, blah. Originally, he sought him out because when he entered that whole content creating sphere, his success rate wasn't as good, so he realized he needed a little bit of legitimacy, and then that other guy had been doing the content for far longer with a lot better success rate, so he decided he'll team up with him so that he could find validity in the sphere, so his content could be taken more seriously, and then also that he could be more successful. That's the excuse he gave. But I think it's partially true, but at the same time, it's also a weak defense of saying, hey man, I really didn't understand how this guy operates and stuff like that. Where it's just like, bro, do research who you're getting in bed with. But
Yep.
I also just want to show that I just think Gideon himself, his content is low tier and he's an idiot himself, and this just goes to show what type of time he's on. Where, yeah. So I'm not really surprised. Low quality people hang out with low quality people. They attract
Bars
each other.
spitting.
So there's that. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So then, finally, to conclude, esports. Naturally, we'll start with me because I have F4 to share on this department. And with that stated, Kojo, do you have anything to share for esports?
So not not now. Like EWC is coming up soon, so people are really gearing up for that. Evo also coming up soon, so people are practicing for that, entering online tournaments in readiness for that. Um, so not yeah, maybe next week I might have something.
Alright, sounds good. So that is that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for jumping on the show with us. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll catch you next time around. Thank you so much. And that is it from us. See ya.